Hi guys, this is your reading for Saturday the 12th of August. It's really nice to be with you. Thanks for joining me. I'm still using the Cosmic Tarot. Let's have a look at what's coming up today. Okay, we got a pretty boy and a lion. Okay, and the devil. Oh, it's a bad combo. Oh, and we got more lions and more... Okay, so interesting. First of all, we have the Nine of Wands. Then we have the devil. And then we have Strength in reverse. Okay. So this kind of Hitler Youth looking man, unfortunately, he looks what? He looks like the perfect kind of Aryan type of boy, man. 18 years old, blonde, doesn't have blue eyes, doesn't, okay, anyway. So the Nine of Wands usually in the regular tarot, in the traditional tarot, is a wall of wands, and then you've got a guy in front of it, kind of peeking back behind him, and he's got a bandage over his head. He's really been through something difficult. This guy does not look like he's been through something difficult. This guy looks like he's been going to the gym every day and has been applying moisturizer, okay? His skin is flawless. So what that is saying is that not only can you overcome your obstacles and leave behind the difficulties, you are able to do that with style and elegance and grace and ease, and you don't have to get beat up by the difficulties in your life. You can just like beautifully model your way out of them in a way. What I mean by that is you don't have to get entrenched in arguments or petty, squabbling or major scenes. For instance, if you have a job that's really difficult and you decide to end that job, you can either make a big scene and go to the office and say, do you know what, stick your job, I'm walking out, and then the whole office stands up and applauds, well done for quitting, like Jerry Maguire type of thing. Overly dramatic. On this day, difficulties, that lion is caged, okay? The wands are keeping the lion, and the lion represents things that potentially could hurt you, that could, a lion is a predator. And we had those man-eating lions in Africa, and apparently once a lion gets a taste of, so they can be a risk to human beings. In this case, what we're seeing is that the risk, the main difficulties is now in the past, and you've come out of it in one piece. Not a scratch on this young man, okay? And what we've been going through lately is it's eclipse season. We've had loads and loads of emotions come up. You've had the opportunity to really release and let go of a lot of those emotions. Check out the video on the lunar eclipse, which happened earlier in this month, and also the total solar eclipse, which is coming up on the 21st. They're really important. But on this day, particular Saturday, the worst is behind you. You're free. You feel good. There's not a scratch on you. Okay? Then as the day progresses, you've got a choice. You can either get back into the fray and say, things aren't quite resolved yet. I'm strong enough to go back in there and sort everything out that I feel needs to be sorted out. And you can focus on the physical side of things and play into the kind of ego's dialogue, which is sort the details out, focus on the physical world. That is the only reality you know. That is the only reality there is. And it's your duty today to fix everything. Don't do that, okay? Because what you'll do is you've just got through something difficult, and that message puts you right back into the difficulty, but it's by choice. So for instance, let's say you have had a friend this week who's been super, super emotional. You visited every day and you listened to his stories and hugged him when he was crying, and you were very supportive, okay? Then Saturday comes along and another person comes into your life saying, oh my God, I've just been evicted and da-da-da-da-da. You have a choice, you have a choice whether you want to jump in and rescue that person, or you have a choice of saying, this is not something I need or can get involved in because I have to look after myself. I think it's great to help other people, but when it comes to charity begins at home, and if you're not in a position to help another person and you're already kind of exhausted and tired, then don't take on more than you can handle. And there's a warning here in today's reading that don't bite off more than you can chew, even if it is for such a wonderful, beautiful motivation such as wanting to help another person or liberate another person. You can't fix everyone else's problems for them. Sometimes we try and help other people and do things for them because we feel like they can't do them themselves, and then they come back to us later and say, I wish you hadn't helped me because I needed to figure that out by myself. Sometimes you don't know even if the help is something that you should be doing. So there's no right or wrong here, but the key is not to just instantly react and get hooked into another situation that presents itself. The key is to take 3 seconds to step back and observe the new situation, and then to make a decision around what you actually want to do. The final card is the Strength card in reverse. Oh, she's kind of sassy, isn't she? She's like peekabooing us with her little sheet across her. This is why I love this deck, because it's just so... they're so unusual, these characters. Okay, so the Strength card usually is about someone being able, through their own wisdom, to calm the beast, to overcome their own inner difficulties, their obstacles, their struggles. It's in reverse. So, you know, you've just been through something, you're still kind of fragile. Don't take on everyone else's stuff today. I think that's really the message. You know, make sure that you get clear on what's your business and what's someone else's business. If someone is an alcoholic or a drug addict, speaking from personal experience, because I'm in recovery myself, you can't save that person. It's really sad, but unless that person wants to do something themselves, you can talk to them until you're blue in the face, but if they don't decide to do something about it, there's nothing you can do. You're powerless over people, places, and things. And sometimes that may seem really cold, especially if you see someone suffering today and it's like, well, no one's rescuing this poor person. I'm going to have to jump in there and give them, you know, $5,000 so they can get themselves out of this situation and help them. But really, is that your job? Where do you draw the line? Do you do that for all your family members, or do you do that for everyone you know? Do you not do it for anyone in your life? Do you only take care of yourself? We're all different, you know. Some of us feel a duty and a responsibility to help others. Some of us don't. The key is you're never wrong. Whatever you decide to do is right for you, but don't let yourself be hooked in and just pulled into a direction. The point of today is, like I said before, is to observe what's going on first and then to make a rational decision. He's smarter than he looks, okay? He may look like a pretty boy, but he's got a brain in there as well. I'm being mean to this poor man. Okay, so that's what I get for you. Detach a little bit before you take action. That's the big thing, and that's what's going to keep you out of trouble. We've got 9 and 11, which is 20, and then we've got 15, which is 35. 3 and 5 is 8, and 8 is power. In numerology, it's the vibration to do with power. And you don't have much power today. You may think you have all the power in the world to solve everyone else's problems, but use the power that you've got to really focus on yourself and to give yourself a pat on the back and to say, well done, I've got through this difficult thing in my life. I'm going to treat myself today, and I'm going to focus on really healing anything that's still difficult or anything that's still painful to me, and I'm going to focus on getting my own strength back. I'm not going to take on the whole world. I'm going to focus on getting my own strength back. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my personal readings, so I get a really nice overview. If you'd like to have a reading with me to look at what your life purpose is or what's coming up in future, I can answer all of those questions. Please get in touch with me via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe and like this video. It really helps me expand the audience, and it also helps the videos appear so that more people can see it. So if you do want to support me, please like and subscribe, and I will speak to you tomorrow for that day's reading, and I hope you have a great day here today. I really hope that you understand and realize your own strength and see it for what it is, and see your own role in your relationships and how you react. Become more observant of how you immediately get hooked into situations and immediately react to things, and try and take a little bit of time before you react. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.